Okay children, good morning. How are you? Okay, we have already completed our second lesson. What's the name of the lesson children? Yes, parts of plants. Parts of plants. And in that lesson, we have already completed hard words. So today we are going to learn fill in the blanks from that lesson. Okay, shall we start? Yes. What's the name of the lesson children? Parts of plants. Okay, next Roman, fill in the blanks. Okay, see the first one. Two types of roots are dash and dash. So already you have learned that there are two types of roots. First of all, what is a root? Root is the part which grows below the soil, under the soil. That part we call it as root. And how many types of roots you have learned? There are two types of roots. And what are the two types of roots, children? Tell me. Yes, taproot and fibrous root. Taproot and fibrous root. What are the two types of roots, children? Taproot and fibrous root. Okay, two types of roots are taproot and fibrous root. Two types of roots are taproot and fibrous root. Let's move to the next one. The part of the plant, that grows above the soil, is called dash. Okay, see the question, children. The part of the plant that grows above the soil is called dash. And you have already learned that a plant is mainly divided into how many parts, children? A plant is mainly divided into how many parts? Two parts. One is root part and the other one is shoot part. What is the root part? You have already learned that the part which grows below the ground or below the soil is called root part. Now see the question. The part of the plant that grows above the soil, that part we call it as shoot. So that means below the soil is called root part, but here above the soil, the part of the plant that grows above the soil is called shoot. Okay, next move on to the next one, third one. Leaves are green in color. Due to the pigment called dash. So if you observe the leaves, most of the leaves are green in color. Why they are green in color? You have already learned that they have a pigment, green color pigment. That pigment we call it as, tell me children, what is that green color pigment called? Yes, chlorophyll. See the question again. Leaves are green in color due to the pigment called chlorophyll. Again, leaves are green in color due to the pigment called chlorophyll. CHLORO, chloro, PHYLL, fill, chlorophyll. CHLORO, chloro, PHYLL, fill, chlorophyll. Clear children? Shall I repeat again? Two types of roots water due to the pigment called chlorophyll. Okay. Let's move into the next plant, fourth plant. Dash or the 8 holes in leaves through which a plant breathe. Please see the question carefully. Dash or the 8 holes in leaves through which a plant breathes. So every living thing have different parts to breathe in the air. So what are the breathing organs in leaves? Already you have learned that there are some tiny pores under the lower surface of the leaf, and those air holes or tiny pores present in the leaves are called stomata. Yes, stomata. So stomata are the 8 holes in leaves through which a plant breathes, and these air holes are present only on the lower surface of the leaf. In the upper surface we cannot find these air holes, and these air holes are present only on the lower surface of the leaf. Clear, children? And these air holes are called stomata. Clear? Stomata are the 8 holes in leaves through which a plant breathes. Okay, let's move to the next one, fifth one. Flowers. Flower arises from the dash. So flower arises from the dash. Arises means comes. So the flower comes from the, initially the flower first appears as a bud. Clear, children? Initially the flower first it appears as a bud. So flower arises from the bud. So this bud later on changes into a fully grown flower. Clear, children? First the flower arises from the bud, and this bud changes into fully grown flower. Clear, children? Okay, say again. Stomata are the 8 holes in leaves through which a plant breathes. Next one. Flower arises from the bud. Flower arises from the bud. Okay. Let's move into the next Roman. That is matching. What's the next Roman, children? Matching. See, first one, root, stem, leaf, flower, seed. Okay. Next, this side contains a baby plant. Contains a baby plant. Reproductive part of a plant. Reproductive part of a plant. And next one, absorbs water and minerals. Water and minerals from the soil. Next, carries water and minerals from the sunlight with water and carbon dioxide. So you have to choose these A part with the B part. See the first one, root. What is the first one? Root. Everyone knows that root is the underground part or the part which grows below the soil, that is called root part. And what is the main function of root, children? You have already learned roots are very important to absorb the water and minerals from the soil. Clear, children? Roots absorb water and minerals from the soil. That is the main function of roots. So what is the answer, children? Yes, C. What is the correct answer? Root absorbs water and minerals from the soil. And next one, stem. What is the next one? Stem. What is the function of stem, children? Already the roots absorb the water and minerals from the soil, and this stem carries already absorbed water and minerals from the roots to the leaves. Actually the root absorbs water and minerals from the soil, and from the root it carries to leaves by the stem. So stem carries water and minerals from roots to leaves, and from the leaves it carries to different parts of the plant body. Clear, children? So what is the function of stem? It carries water and minerals from roots to leaves. Clear, children? Next one, leaf. Now tell me, children, which part is called kitchen of the plant? Yes, leaf is called kitchen of the plant because the food is prepared in the leaves. That's why leaf is called kitchen of the plant. Now tell me, what is the answer related to leaf? Yes, leaf prepares food in the sunlight with water and carbon dioxide. And one more thing is very important. What is that? Yes, chlorophyll, which is present already in the leaves, and that process we call it as photosynthesis. So leaves prepares food in the presence of sunlight with water and carbon dioxide, and one more thing, that is chlorophyll, already present in the leaf, and that process of making food is called photosynthesis. Now what is the answer? Leaf prepares food in the sunlight with water and carbon dioxide. Okay, next one, flower. What's the next one? Flower. Already you have learned that flower is the reproductive part. What is reproduction? Tell me. The process of giving young ones. Okay, the flower changes into fruit, and that fruit contains seeds, and that seeds are used to get the baby plant, and those seeds are helpful in getting baby plant. So that's why flower is a reproductive part of the plant. So what is the answer? B. Flower, reproductive part of a plant. Why? Because this flower changes into fruit, and the fruit contains seed, and from the seed baby plant comes from the seed. That's why flower is the reproductive part of a plant. Okay, next one. Seed. Everyone know very well that seed contains a baby plant. When you learned in the last video that if you sow a seed in the soil, it gets proper sunlight and water, and it will change into a small baby plant. So the seed contains a baby plant. Clear, children? Shall I repeat again? Yes. Root. It absorbs. What is the main function of root? It absorbs water and minerals from the soil. Root, it absorbs water and minerals from the soil. And next one, stem. What is the main function of stem? Already the roots absorb the water and minerals. No, from the roots, it carries these absorbed water and minerals to leaves. So what carries? Stem carries. Stem carries water and minerals from roots to leaves. Clear, children? Next one, leaf. Leaf is called kitchen of the plant because everyone know very well that the food is prepared in the leaves. So it prepares food in the presence of sunlight with water and carbon dioxide, and that process of making food in plants is called photosynthesis. And the next one, flower. Flower is a reproductive part of a plant because the flower changes into fruit and the fruit contains seeds, and from the seeds a baby plant comes out. That's why it is the reproductive part of a plant. And the last one, seed. Seed contains a baby plant. When you sow a seed and if you give water properly, it will get sunlight and that seed changes into a baby plant. Clear, children? Okay. Let's move into the last problem. Okay. Give one example. Give one example. Give one example of each of the following. Of each of the following. So you have to give one example for each question. Give one example of each of the following. See the first one. An edible root. An edible root. Edible. Already I told you what is edible, which we can eat. Which we can eat. So already you know that the food prepared in the leaves, it utilizes or it uses some food for its growth, and the remaining food stored in different parts of the plant body. And the food is stored in different parts of the plant body. So in some plants, the food is stored in the roots. The food is stored in the roots, and those roots we can eat as our root vegetables. Give an example of plant that stores food in the roots. Yes, carrot. Carrot, beetroot, radish. These are all few examples of roots that stores the food in the roots. Clear, children? So an edible root, that is carrot. An edible root, carrot. Let's move to the next one. An edible stem. An edible stem. So edible, which we can eat. Edible stem. So we can use stem as a stem vegetable, or we can eat the stem as our food. Give some examples of plants that store food in their stems. Yes, ginger, next potato, sugarcane. These are the examples of some stems which we can use as our food. Now tell me, ginger. Ginger, an edible stem. Ginger, an edible stem. Ginger, G-I-N-G-E-R, ginger. G-I-N-G-E-R, ginger. Some more examples are potato and sugarcane. Next, third one. An edible leaf. An edible leaf. So the leaves which can eat as our food, as leafy vegetables. Okay, edible leaves which we can eat, and in some plants the food is stored in the leaves. Give some examples of leafy vegetables, children. Yes, spinach, amaranthus, cabbage. You have already learned in the leaf part. So give an example, spinach. So in Telugu we say, palakura. Palakura. So an edible leaf, spinach. An edible leaf, spinach. S-P-I-N-A-C-H, spinach. S-P-I-N-A-C-H, spinach. Next, fourth one. A juicy fruit. A juicy fruit. Okay children, your favorite fruit, and it is king of all the fruits, and that fruit mainly grows in the summer season. Now tell me, what is that fruit? Yes, mango. Mango is one of the example of a juicy fruit, and most of the children they like very much, and mango is king of all the fruits. So a juicy fruit is mango. M-A-N-G-O, mango. M-A-N-G-O, mango. A juicy fruit, mango. A juicy fruit, mango. Let's move to the last one. An edible seed. An edible seed. So actually, you know that all the baby plants come from the seeds. Seed will grow into a baby plant. But some seeds we can eat as our food. Some seeds we can eat as our food. Now tell me, what are the few examples of seeds which we can eat? Yes, rice, corn, wheat, gram. These are all few examples of seeds which we can eat as our food. And the best example is rice. What is the best example of an edible seed? Rice. Clear children? These are the few examples of each of the following. Now see, an edible root. Carrot. An edible root which we can eat as our root vegetables. Carrot. An edible stem. An edible stem. Ginger. G-I-N-G-E-R. Ginger. G-I-N-G-E-R. Ginger. Next, an edible leaf. Spinach. An edible leaf. Spinach. S-P-I-N-A-C-H. Spinach. S-P-I-N-A-C-H. Spinach. And next one, a juicy fruit. A juicy fruit. Mango. M-A-N-G-O. Mango. M-A-N-G-O. Mango. An edible seed. An edible seed, that is rice. And some more examples are wheat, corn, maize, gram. These are few examples of seeds which we can eat. Clear children? An edible seed, that is rice. Clear children? So these are the some Romans given in your textbooks. Some Romans given in your textbook. So you have to practice. Today we completed fill in the blanks, matching, and this one give one example of each of the following. You have to write all these 3 Romans one time in your book. Practice well at home and prepare the hard words and learn the hard words from the previous video. Okay children, that is the end of our second lesson. What's the name of the lesson? Parts of plants. Okay.